Good people, today we want to start on a very interesting and very sweet song, Tadzungaira. Now, Tadzungaira means we are suffering, we are lost, we are suffering, we are in trouble, we need help. That's the basic meaning of Tadzungaira. And then if you listen to the lyrics that people sing, they are naming all the ancient or most ancient ancestors, and then they are singing Chaminuka we, Neanda we. Matema even recorded it as Neanda Mzimu we. And when you hear him singing, he starts by appealing to Neoreka. Neoreka is the founder of the Mutoko dynasty, but basically they are singing to all the big spirits, the founders of the clans and dynasties in Zimbabwe. So Tadzungaira means we're in trouble, we are suffering and we need help. It is a prayer, it is a meditative song, and a prayer to ask for help. Now, but every song, people can compose lyrics, and some of the lyrics that were composed, if you play the song at a fast tempo, some of the lyrics that were composed around the 1980s or late 70s to early 80s have had to do with the war of liberation. And so some people call the song Nehondo, because there were lyrics that were composed as Zimbabwe yakauya Nehondo, and Zimbabwe was liberated through war, and so some people call the song Nehondo. But I think Tadzungaira is the more ancient name, and it is a very old song. Now, in terms of where it sits in the Mbira hierarchy, I've asked. I love the song, and I've asked many of my teachers. It is a derived song, a derivative song from Karigamombe, or you could also derive it from Nemamsasa Obangiza, but it is a derived song. In other words, it is a secondary song. It doesn't sit at the same level as Nemamsasa or Nyamaropa and Karigamombe. It is a derived, it is a child of those songs. Now, Cosmas Magaya published Mbira Restless Dance, where he documented 39 songs that they used to play as Murie Kwarwezi. And when I saw the table of contents before the book had been published and looked at the list of the songs, I immediately called him to ask him why Tadzungaira was not included in the 39 songs. And he gave me a straightforward and honest answer. He said he had documented the songs that they used to play as Murie Kwarwezi. He didn't try to reorder or decide on his own what songs were important and what were not. He just documented the songs that they used to play, and then they were not playing Tadzungaira as often. That's the explanation that he gave me. Thomas Mapumo has recorded many, almost all of the traditional Mbira songs, as well as even songs from the Karimba, and has also composed many songs. One thing that I followed up with him and Bezel, his Mbira player, is why they never recorded Tadzungaira, and the answer that I got was different. Bezel told me that at one point they were practicing and playing Tadzungaira, getting ready to record it. But the issue that happened is that Effort Mujuru released his version of Nehondo. I think it was in the early 90s. And then Thomas Mafumo dropped the Tadzungaira because it sounded very close to what Effort had done. And they didn't want to be accused of copying or plagiarizing what Effort Mujuru had already done. But my point is that Tadzungaira is a very important song. I don't think it sits at the same level as Nemamsasa, Karigamombe, Bukatiende, Taireva. But that doesn't mean it's not as interesting, or depending on the people who've played it, it is one of the sweetest songs. There are renditions by Tadzungaira, where they call it Tozreva Tingaputike Neshungu. You know, that's one of the best songs, and then they've done it. You know, they've one official recording, but they've done it in their live shows, and I think on my channel, I even have it when I recorded them playing at Zim Cafe. Forward Kwenda has recorded the song more than a dozen times on different mbiras, especially the Mavembe Mbira. It is one of the sweetest songs that can take you to places in meditation. So much for the long introduction. Now, in terms of the structure of Tadzungaira, that's why I want to show you why we call it a derivative song. If we start with Karigamombe, so Karigamombe is Dongi Mombe Mbuzi. And then you can play it alternating, and then you can play starting using the basses. And then I want to quickly go there. So if you play the basses, that's the first phrase. That's the second phrase. Third phrase. That's the fourth phrase. Now, the way we derive Tadzungaira is for every 2 notes where we play in Karigamombe, we add 1 note. So where we play for Karigamombe, for Tadzungaira we add a 3rd note. Now, so on the left side we would go, and then we do that for all the pairs of 2 notes. We add a note. So let me do Karigamombe is. That's the first phrase. If we're deriving Tadzungaira, we go. So each pair we add a note, and the note that we're adding is the lower note. So and so the second phrase becomes. So where we were, we are now going. Third phrase. Fourth phrase. So we can modify just a little bit. You know, usually we substitute this key here and play this key here. What becomes the first phrase of Tadzungaira is. And then the second phrase. Third phrase. Fourth phrase. But what is important is to understand how we've gotten here. We've just added a note to each pair of Karigamombe notes. So that's Karigamombe. And we've moved to. And so when we add the netetes, we're adding those Karigamombe netetes, but adding one note as well. So it goes. So this is Tadzungaira. The important part of today's lesson is its relationship with Karigamombe. Karigamombe, we have two notes and times 3 to make a phrase, so 3 sets of 2 notes. For Tadzungaira, we're adding a note so that it is 333. And then we do the same to the netetes. Now, so what it means is that Tadzungaira is a longer song in terms of the length of the phrases. It is 1.5 times what Karigamombe is. We've just lengthened it by adding a note. For 2 notes, we're now playing 3 notes. It is a longer song. And that allows much more ingenuity in adding notes, in changing the melodies, in modifying them. And so Tadzungaira is a song that gives you all the flexibility to do the many things that you wouldn't be able to do with Karigamombe. But that's the important part, how we derived it from Karigamombe. And if you generalize it, there are people who play Tadzungaira from Nemamsasa. In other words, where you've got, you then derive a Tadzungaira version that is based on Nemamsasa. And you continue and you do the same with the netetes. But Tadzungaira is a very sweet song. You know, this is just the basic. And the part that we're playing, some call it a kutsinira part because there is a signature kushaura part. But for today, I think that's the part that we want. And you don't have to rush it. You know, you can play it slowed down like I'm doing. That's how it allows for the meditation. this is just to show you that from that basic part, you can then start doing substitutions, playing different notes, and you can even start adding, throwing in an additional note here and there, and then there are many variations of the netetes, but we can do them as separate lessons. Today we just wanted to show you how we derive Tadzungaira from Karigamombe. We stop here.